Now, what do you have in critical thinking?
I want to talk about profit and where it comes from. There are three places that you can derive profit from as a company. It can be by your price, by quality, or by your service. And the choice is by picking any two, the one that's missing is where the profit comes from.
So what do you mean?
Well, that's a good question. So I'm not sure I explained that really well. Let me try again. So price, quality, or service, pick any two. This is the old saying. And so the one that is left out is where the profit comes from. So if you take price, quality, and service, and the price is good, which means it's low, and the quality is good, which means it's high, you either get long lines, or you get no customer service, or you get a runaround, or it's really hard to buy the product, or in some cases, the product's just not available at all. And it makes total sense that if the price is low and the quality is high, well, nobody makes it, not for that price. So you can't get what you want. Price, quality, and service in another example would be a high price with good quality and good service. In other words, you've heard the saying, you get what you pay for. Well, in this case, you get good quality and good service. Well, you have to pay a high price for it, or there's no profit in it. So that's another way to look at this. And then the third one is the price is good, which means the price is low, and the service is good. Products are available, you can get them readily available, and so on. But the quality is low.
That doesn't sound so good.
Well, yeah, I call it junk or low quality. It's not really junk. It's just low quality. The way you get the products in this category is they're readily available. You can get a hold of them, and the price is low, but they're low quality products as compared to other products, and so they're not junk, but they're the lower quality. So you've got to pay for the profit somewhere in there. What you don't get is a low priced product at high quality with high service and high availability. That, if you find that, well, it's not going to be available very long because there's no profit in it, and if there's no profit in it, no one will do it.
Well, give us some examples.
Okay, so here's a good example. So we all go to restaurants, we all go out. So locally here, there's a couple of restaurants, one of which we've been to many times, which is Bancheros. And in fact, I grew up on it. My parents used to go there all the time. And Bancheros has been in business forever, and they have people that go there all the time. The lines are out the door. It's hard to get in. They don't take any reservations. You get a number, you wait. You got to get there early, and all kinds of things. And the food's pretty good. It's not great quality food. It's pretty good. And the price is pretty reasonable, but they're packed all the time. You have to wait in the lines. I cooked at a restaurant called the Hayward Fishery, way back when I was young. And the line was out the door. We had a 4-hour wait for dinner. Well, if you have a 4-hour wait for dinner, you've got a good price. You've got a good quality product because people are staying online, and it's a decent price.
Good price.
It was a good price, but you got to wait 4 hours for dinner. So that's one example. Now the second example is the French Laundry, or any high-end restaurants. I use the French Laundry as an example. French Laundry,
the
great service,
restaurant.
the highest end restaurant. Great service, great quality, and oh my God, is it expensive? It's like $300 for dinner. So $300 for dinner, you're going to get great service and great quality.
You better get that.
but it's very expensive. And so if you think about the low price and good service available, which is low quality, well then you think of Mickey D's, right? McDonald's. So McDonald's is always available. It's easy to get. You got drive-thrus. You can get fast, and the price is, it's okay. It's not too bad for food, but the quality is not as high as it should be.
So they just choose, but where's the mistake here?
Well, so that's the question. If you just think you're picking 2 out of 3, and I want a low price, and I want it available, I don't want to waste my time, so I go to McDonald's, right? You just do that. Well, here's the mistake. What if you only get 1 out of 3? What if you get low quality and bad service for a low price? You're like, wait a minute. I had to stand in line 4 hours to get this piece of junk. It was cheap, but I wasted my time doing it. So that's one way to look at things is, price, quality, and service. Pick any 2, but at least get 2. At least get 2. The mistake here is...
if you just get 1, then...
Well, the one that we all hate, the one that just drives us crazy, is when we take a lot of our time and energy to get something. The service is poor going in, the service is poor going out, the quality of the product is poor, and we paid too much for it. It drives us crazy.
That's the worst.
So what you're looking for is 2 out of the 3. At least get 2, and then you go, okay, so I had to pay for this. You had to pay for it somehow. Did you pay for it in time? You waited 4 hours for your table? Did you pay for it in price, so you paid more money for it? Or did you pay for it because you bought something that's in lesser quality than other products? You get what you pay for. So that's kind of my price, quality, service. Look for the profit in the business that you're dealing with, and they're making their money somehow.
And what's your takeaway?
So my takeaway is there's always a trade-off between price, quality, and service. So just be sure you know what you're getting into. The only mistake here is not getting 2 out of 3.